Hello everyone, hope you all are well. I am also doing well. In this video now I am gonna discuss about the symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography. Let's start our discussion. At first I will talk about symmetric key cryptography. Symmetric key cryptography. This is also known as secret key cryptography. In this technique, the encryption and decryption of message are performed using the same key. This is the main property of symmetric key cryptography. Okay, we will discuss the example also. And the key is provided by a third party key provider. Suppose this is the sender node S and this is the receiver node R, and they are separated via a communication channel or a communication medium. This is the communication medium. Okay. Suppose the sender S wants to send a message Dev Mallo to receiver. So if it sends the actual message content through the communication medium, it can be hacked or cracked by the hackers or attackers. So this is must that the sender will apply some encryption techniques to convert the plain text into ciphertext. So to perform the encryption technique, a key will be provided by the third party key provider. Let's suppose it has provided the key K1, and by applying the key K1 to the actual message Devmallo, it has been converted into the D. Okay, don't take D. EC hash F G H J. Okay, now this is the plain text or actual message content, and this is the ciphertext. After applying the key K1, the message Devmallo has been converted to ciphertext. Then this ciphertext will be uh, provided to the receiver. Receiver has got the ciphertext. Now to get the actual message, the receiver will perform the decryption operation. To perform the decryption operation, receiver will also use the same key. This is the actual funda of symmetric key cryptography. The same key has been used for encryption and decryption. The sender has encrypted the message using the key K1, and the receiver will also decrypt the message by using the same key K1. Okay. So now let's discuss about the limitations of symmetric key cryptography. What are the limitations? This is less secure. Why? Because here a key exchange mechanism works. Suppose after getting the key from the third party, the sender will encrypt the message and it will communicate it via, and the key will be exchanged to the receiver via the communication channel. Okay, so if we consider the worst case scenario, then the key can be lost. Yes, it is possible the key can be lost and hacker can get the actual key for message decryption. Then it can decrypt the message and get the actual content or the secret content. So nowadays we don't use the symmetric key cryptography for secret message uh, or secret communication. Okay, now discuss about the asymmetric key cryptography. This is very much important. Asymmetric key cryptography or public key cryptography. This is also known as public key cryptography. Suppose this is the node S, the sender node, and this is the receiver node, and they are separated via the communication channel. The sender node has a private key and a public key, and the receiver node will also contain the private key and public key. So the basic funda of asymmetric key cryptography is uh, if we encrypt the message by using the private key of S, then it will be decrypted by the public key of S. And suppose if we encrypt the message using the public key of S, then it will be decrypted using the private key of S. Okay, so the public key, from the name we can say that the public key is known to everyone in the communication channel. R knows the public key of S and S also knows the public key of R. But private key is completely private to a node. Keep in mind, private key of R is completely private to R itself, and private key of S is completely private to S itself. So if we want to send a message, suppose the message is hello. The message is hello from sender to receiver. Uh, then we have to encrypt the message. How can we encrypt the message? I have told that if we encrypt the message using one key, it will be decrypted using the other key. Okay, so if we encrypt it using the public key of R, if we encrypt it using the public key of R, then it is possible that R will get the actual message content from sender. Why? Because if we encrypt the message using public key of S and we send it to R, okay, then it cannot be decrypted because we have encrypted the message using public key of S and we have to decrypt it using the private key of S, but R doesn't know the private key of S. Okay, let's take another example, that another scenario, that we have encrypted the message using the private key of R. How it is possible? We don't know the private key of R. S don't know the private key of R and R don't know the private key of S. Only the public key of R is known. So if we encrypt the message using the public key of R, then if and only if we encrypt the message using the PUB of R, that is the public key of R, then it can be encrypted, it can be decrypted by R, and R will get the actual message sent by sender. This is the asymmetric key cryptography. So we have some algorithms in the subject, cryptography and network security. So the DES, or data encryption standard, data encryption standard, and AES, advanced encryption standard, advanced encryption standard. These algorithms are based on the symmetric key cryptography. Symmetric key cryptography. Okay. And RSA, Rivest Shamir Edelman. This algorithm is based on the asymmetric key cryptography. Okay. So this is for today. Uh, let's learn something new in another video. Bye.